The following program is a presentation of the Toadslacks Radio Network. For questions, comments, or suggestions regarding this or any other TSR program, look for the email address at the bottom at tinyurl.com/getthetoad. My friends, you've heard the news. Now let's find out what's really going on. Good day to you. Welcome to the Toadslacks Radio Newsroom. I'm your armchair reporter, Joe Hafner. Leading our stories today, a pod of hapless white-beaked dolphins was recently stranded by sea ice in the shallow harbor of Dildo in eastern Canada. The dolphins could be seen swimming in circles just meters away from worried onlookers, trapped in an area about the size of a residential swimming pool. People in the area said that they had not witnessed stranded dolphins in Dildo Cove for decades. By lunchtime, March 30th, 3 of the 10 dolphins had been pulled out of the water by Fisheries and Oceans Canada officials, a process requiring workers and volunteers to submerge themselves in the frigid seawater in a bid to guide the dolphins closer to shore. Those 3 dolphins died before they could be relocated. 7 more remained in the harbor as of mid-afternoon that Thursday, unable to swim out to the open ocean due to Arctic pack ice that had drifted almost to shore. Meanwhile, a Dildo resident said that she went down to the Cove, hoping to see some of the fellers off to sea. On to happier news. A new luxury spa is opening its doors. Wedgewater Spa in Madison, Wisconsin offers an immersive cheese experience built on more than 180 years of world-class artisanship. The spa features a variety of premium beauty and wellness treatments that highlight the iconic cheeses that define Wisconsin in the eyes of the world. The cheesy luxury spa offers 4-inch facials, raw milk baths, cheese rind exfoliation, Limburger moisturizing mist, and Gouda waxing. In the early 2000s, when the price of milk plummeted and dairy farmers everywhere were trying to find a way to diversify, the Barstow's New England dairy farmers began thinking about how to stay alive. They decided to take full advantage of an underutilized commodity the cows produced in abundance, and building something called an anaerobic digester, basically a manure-fueled power plant. In front of the Barstow's cow barn sits a 550,000-gallon underground tank, into which about 9,000 tons of manure flow from the cow barn each year. There, it's mixed in an oxygen-free environment, heated between 95 and 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Microorganisms break down the organic material in the manure, and the machinery captures the biogas produced in the process. Pipes move that methane into one of 2 engines on the farm that burns it to create heat and electricity. This provides all the farmers' heating needs. The organic matter left over after digestion is used as fertilizer on the fields, which has increased crop yields considerably. As large companies like Unilever started talking about food waste and carbon footprints, Vanguard bought 2 existing manure digesters, including the Barstow's, which had been processing manure for a short time, and improved their capacity and efficiency. The Vanguard built digesters on other farms. It also built a recycling facility in Agawam, Massachusetts, where companies or restaurants send food waste. Vanguard won't divulge how much money it's making from the energy it sells and the fees it collects from food companies, but it now contracts with 130 farmers across the country with $800 million in projects in progress nationwide. It also has tripled its number of employees in the past year. Meanwhile, Nike says they will no longer use kangaroo leather in the design of its shoes starting this year. Nike's decision to stop using kangaroo leather for its sneakers follows a move made by Puma weeks earlier, when the sports apparel company announced it would stop making football boots with kangaroo leather this year. In January, a bill introduced to the Oregon State Legislature, the location of Nike headquarters, would ban the sale of any part of a dead kangaroo or a good with any portion of a dead kangaroo. A violation carries a punishment of up to a year in prison, a fine of $6,250, or both. And finally, an 85-year-old grandmother who runs 10K twice a week to keep fit has been chosen as one of the faces of a new Adidas ad in the United Kingdom. Retired college lecturer Barbara Thackeray took up running 8 years ago to raise funds for St. Anne's Hospice in Hill Green, Stockport. She has been raising money for the hospice since her sister died there in the 1990s. She said she had seen the advert on a little screen and was fine with by adding, "So long as they are prepared to make a significant donation to St. Anne's Hospice, I'm okay about it." And that, my friends, is all the news for today. I'm your armchair reporter, Joe Hafter, reporting for the Toadslacks Radio Network. The following program was a presentation of the Toadslacks Radio Network. For questions, comments, or suggestions regarding this or any other TSR program, look for the email address at the bottom at tinyurl.com/getthetoad. Gunther, go to the house.